The plaque at the National Tennis Center memorializing Bud Collins contains just a few words, and yet it says so much. Journalist and commentator come first, as those words should. The man's profession helped define him. Frank DeFord, another late great, once remarked that Bud Collins was more closely associated with tennis than any American journalist was with their sport. But note what comes next. Historian, mentor, friend. First, historian. Bud knew that in a world where we all want to know the future, what's on the horizon, who's the next big player, there was also virtue in knowing the past. As for mentor and friend, I was lucky to be the beneficiary of both traits. So many of us were. As nicknames go, calling Arthur Worth Collins Bud was fitting. Like countless others, men and women, domestic and foreign, older and younger, Bud was both a comrade and a counselor, a partner in journalistic crime, as he liked to put it. And from him, so many of us learned so much. We learned that success and kindness can coexist, that befriending your least experienced and least prominent colleagues reveals much more about you than embracing the establishment. We learned that a serious journalist can also indulge their playful side. Asking tough questions and shining lights in dark places, that's important. But it doesn't preclude a love of puns and nicknames and general whimsy. We learned from Bud that it's okay to leave your comfort zone. In his case, you can write and do television. Scribbling and babbling, he liked to say. His tacking between the press room and the broadcast booth, between writing and talking, was an exercise decades ahead of its time. We learned from Bud the value of telling a good story, amplifying content with delivery. We learned from Bud that the world is vast, yet it is small. We learned from Bud that small gestures of kindness, learning, for instance, to say hello in the language of a player who doesn't speak yours, goes an awful long way. We learned that style and substance aren't mutually exclusive. And yes, we must abide by that unwritten Bud Collins rule and devote a sentence to acknowledging the man's pants. It's been 2 years since Bud Collins left us. Yet Bud Collins didn't leave us at all.